according to the game. But, you know. Here we go, lads.
Excuse me.
That voice.
Wait. I know who you are.
Your Majesty!
Did it fail?
I understand how you feel, but you must think of your own well-being. Please, have patience. I beg you.
Surely I have been patient enough. Stuck there in Origin. It's enough to send one insane.
Can we help you?
Her Majesty is insisting that she explore the outside world undercover.
I wanted to see for myself what the beings of this world thought, what they needed. Until now, all I could do was perceive data, but no longer.
I know, yes, but if you simply gave us the order, we could perform all the legwork for you.
There are things you can't understand unless you experience them for yourself.
Then at least allow us to accompany you.
If I go with you, won't that draw attention?
How about if we went with you? We're quite well traveled around Ionios now. There are plenty of places we could show you around, I'm sure.
And of course, we share a common goal. There are people out there living in the harshest conditions, yet still they struggle on. We want to help them all too, just like you.
You want to help?
More people makes for more Merries.
Manana is right.
Would be mega Merries with more Melia.
Manana, you must refer to Her Highness in the proper manner.
Manana speaking proper. Oh, that right. Many sorries, Melly.
Melie?
That's what Riku calls Melia.
Please, Your Highness, forgive our insolence.
Oh, Tyon did a boo-boo.
I didn't.
It's been a long time since anyone called me that. Then I have a proposal. They will be my only guards.
Your Majesty, why must you do this? What necessitates it? We have only just returned. You are the hope of all Kevers. Should the unthinkable happen, then...
You're such a fusspot, Isel.
Nuh.
But I want you to understand. The future is not shouldered by me alone. It is something that is created by each and every person in the world. I never wanted to sit there in my ivory tower and gaze down from on high. That's not the kind of ruler I am.
I apologize. I spoke out of turn.
I'm not criticizing you. You are what I wanted. You are my hope. I have a request, or rather, something to discuss. Could I ask you to take a fellow traveler under your wing? Her name is Melia.
If that's truly what you wish for.
I don't see why not. Glad to have you with us, Melia.
Talking to the Queen on equal footing. That's crazy, mate.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel so awkward.
You just did it for like an hour.
No need for stress. Just act natural.
Oh, stomach of Manana getting rumbly.
Maybe some stress for Manana.
What's wrong?
Our wings. You're high. Sorry. I still can't believe you have them too, Melia. Makes me feel special. Like we're the same.
Right. We are the same.
Your Majesty, I urge you, please take care.
I'll be relying on you in my absence, Isel. I'm sorry to saddle you all with me, everyone. But I'm looking forward to it too.
Cringe.
A new adventure. How strange it feels.
Royal Summoner Melia. Inherited by Noah, of course. Commands 3 different elements. Use their talent art after summoning elemental attacks for great damage.
Always nice to have more friends.
Now, I believe this is just how she works in the first game, too. Yeah, I know Noah's maxed out. I'm gonna change him anyways.
Leave the enemies to me.
It's a cool-looking staff. Let's check out her actual abilities. Oh god, I have to put on accessories again. Crimson headband, then why not? Let's see. Skills. Each elemental discharge boosts damage dealt by 30%. Okay, I see how this works. Boosts allies' damage by 25% and reduces enemy block rate by 10%. Okay. Boosts ether defense by 15% and boosts elemental damage by 80% and elemental buff effects by 40%. That is interesting and probably pretty strong. Arts. Element Genesis boosts damage by discharging all elementals. Okay, so it's not exactly the same. It's all elementals. Summon Element. Oh god, she has a topple. Ether attack, AoE around user. Okay. Elemental Discharge just boosts elemental damage. And Shadow Stitch inflicts bind when the art hits the back, which is normal. Starlight Kick is just a topple, of course, and Power Effect boosts damage dealt by 80% and damage taken by 40%. I think I'd rather have Starlight Kick than Shadow Stitch, but if I do that, she never gets her talent art. And I need Summon Element and Elemental Discharge, so I think we'll just pass on Starlight Kick then. Since I think we've got 2 other quests to do. I don't know what this stupid canteen person wants. I tried looking it up and I could find nothing about it. I'm assuming they don't want us to eat because we are too young, so I'm gonna switch Triton into the party. Because he is the oldest person.
Ye best be ready. I'll know if ye ain't.
Oh, it's taking a while to load. I think I was right. Yep. Time to rest our bones for a moment, don't you think? Huh? Don't mind if I do. You're here to get in my way again, you big lump. Come on, old-timer. No need to chide me like that. Relax. Of course I don't really mind the likes of you turn up and make the place a bit livelier. Do you know each other? As it happens, Jagger and I are old mateys, aren't we, old-timer? Yeah, Triton buddied up with this old outcast reprobate of the city. He calls me old-timer. Haha, me and the old-timer here get along like 2 pearls in a mermaid's purse. We're like sails cut from the same cloth and no mistake. Now and again, we put 3 sheets to the wind like this. Cheers. Whoa, you've got friends that I never would have guessed. What brings you here, anyway? You're a little young to be drinking any of the hard stuff. I think they came by to see if we had any war stories to tell them, old-timer. Or maybe a sea shanty. My tales are too boring for a drinking session. For example, that Napon that I've taken in does nothing but muck about. No use whatsoever. Cheer up, old-timer. At your age, every extra day is a blessing. Haha, sometimes wisdom finds its way out of that big mouth of yours. Speaking of good days, that miso that you gave me really hit the spot. Huh, so you've been handing out miso to people, is that right, Triton? Aye, it makes a great sidekick to a stiff drink, so it does. You know, my granddad had a real touch when it came to making miso. I still remember the taste of miso even now. Worthy hobby indeed for an old-timer's granddad. One day, my granddad said he was heading out to search for good produce to go with miso, and never came back. Where he finally fell, no one knows. Did you ever get out of the city yourself, Jagger? Looking at my bony old meat sack today, it's hard to imagine, but I used to be pretty brawny back in the day. There was a certain crazy woman who took my fancy back then, and I fell in with an old guy who loved spas. Those 2 were pretty friendly with each other, so friendly in fact they almost got married. Hang on, what are we talking about here precisely? But in the end, that marriage never came to be. Huh, what am I talking about, you say? I think you've been blown off course a bit there, me old matey. You started off talking about side dishes for a drinking party. Nah, that's not what he meant. Side dishes, eh? Oh yes, I was talking about remembering eating that miso way back, wasn't I? It was a certain fruit that my granddad used to procure from somewhere or other. It was delicious. Ah, this is some interesting stuff you're letting us in on, old-timer. Oh, the flavor was something special, something rare. It was legendary fruit. I was only a kid when I had it. Oh, I cannot describe it. It was like a universe of taste opening up in your mouth. Ah, I'd love to taste it once more before I take my dirt nap. I'm sorry, I'll stop with these old geezer stories and just drink. Wait, old-timer. Huh? If it means so much to you, then we'll go out and find you some. What? Aye, we're all just itching to hear about the legend of this fruit here, aren't we? I won't disagree with our seafaring friend. Maybe it's not typical drinking story fare, but tell us the legend of the tasty fruit, will you, old-timer? Looks like you young'uns have really gotten a taste for this old-timer's story here, haha. Aye, tell you the truth, we're all suckers for that kind of thing. You just wait, old-timer, we'll bring it back for you. I can wait as long as it takes. If I've got a bite of that fruit coming my way, I can wait until the end of time. Alright, you landlubbers, let's raise anchor and set sail. It's all very well saying let's go, but are we really going to find it if we don't have the first clue where to look? Banana, have you got any idea? Remember fruit of bright fig found in Makta Wildwood? Ah, that. But we don't know if it's edible yet, right? Well, I guess we could go there and take a look. It's a good place to start. Sounds like we've charted a course. Let's raise anchor and claim our fruity booty. I hate you, Triton. Friendship.
I hope everyone's getting along.
I know exactly where it wants me to be, too. And that's generally how that works. Let's see, is it ready? Is the question. Doesn't really look like it. Oh ho! Bright fig right there! That's the tasty looking fruit if I ever did see one. But is this the one the old-timer was after? Scarcely holds a candle to the death lychee I saw once upon a time. Meh. In any cases, fruit not ripe yet. If eat now, drop dead as possible. Ah, is that right? But it looks tasty enough, calling out like a siren. It's a good thing we had Banana with us to put us straight on that, right? Yes, this is tricky aspect of legendary fruit. Not many know difference between ripe and unripe, so not many eat. I'm sure my stomach may like work of it, but I dare say the old-timer would be wiped out on the spot. Hey, don't say stuff like that. It's just bad luck. So what should we do? We can't really take this back. Doesn't look like there are any others around here either. So, Manana, maybe you've got an idea, since you're such a furry little expert. Meh, best idea simply wait for a period of 1 year for ripen. Fruit is already in place, difficult for people or monsters to eat. Flavor, not only safety, another good reason to not eat before proper time. Such sweetness. It's somewhere hard to find then. If we're talking locally, the lower levels could be suitably out of the way. Plenty of monsters around though. It's possible that Bright Fig has been protected by smarty monsters who know it not ready for good eating. Aye, well perhaps we should go and have a look. You did hear the part about there being loads of monsters, right, mate? Monsters? Leave them to me. I'll blast them off the middle distance. I'm dead when I get hit again, though. Yep. So it turns out, getting targeted by a dragon is almost certain death. Oh, thanks, Noah. Jesus, okay. He got a rank up? Really? I mean, good. They dropped golden headbands, huh? God.
Totally fine.
This is actually a good quest because it means I get to kill a lot of things.
You reckon we might find a
Oh, it's right here.
Jagger's getting around here? Ah, so this be the legendary fruit.
Yeah, that was a non-chain attack smash, by the way. Tyon is playing Mech Assassin right now, and it is so busted. Shiver me timbers, it's...
Meh, that. Fruit ripened to perfection.
Really?
Such glossy glaze, fragrance, unmistakable sign of ripeness.
I guess most people wouldn't be able to make it to this place to get the fruit. No regular people, anyway. Perhaps legendary was not an exaggeration in this case. Well, better get it back to the old-timer's pie hole then, so he can die happy.
You really busted a gut just to put a smile on that old man's face. He's gonna love you for it.
Ah, I hope so. Folks in the city have been keeping me at arm's length because of what and who I am. Not that old-timer, though. He just keeps pouring me out another drink without paying me a bit of mind. I'm real grateful for that, so I need a way to say thanks. That's why I'm risking my neck out here. Can't believe there's a tender spot in your salty sea dog's heart. And thanks to being such a booze-soaked old kipper, I can't remember a thing about the first time we drank together.
Well, it sounds like it's a really big deal to you, Triton. We better get it back to Jagger so he can enjoy it.
Yeah, you said it, kid. Let's get it back to the city.
A bright fig.
Oh, he is actually not here. That sucks. I was right. Huh? Where'd the old-timer get to?
He's usually always here, right?
Yeah, usually he's here, morning to night. Maybe he had a bit too much one time and earned himself a ban. I don't know where he lives either.
Meh, Triton?
What? What could an ankle-biting ball of fluff like ye be wanting with me?
It friend looking for Oldipon, then go to Remembrance Stones. Oldipon sleep there.
Huh? He's alive, right?
No, I can't believe it. He seems so healthy. Sadly, it true. Oldipon keel over just after friends leave.
I see. Could you be the Nopon kid that he said he'd adopted?
Meh, yes.
I appreciate you coming to me to break the bad news. I'll go to pay me respects then. You scarcely look like if you've taken it, Triton. You look so calm. Well, that's just the way it is. Death comes for everyone. Ah, kid. The old-timer took you in, looked after you, didn't he? So you owe it to him to live a good life now.
Oldipon liked very much to drink with Triton. Say that very often to Kibibi. So thank you for that.
I'm sorry to be wearing out your patience like this, but you'll stick with me just a little longer. Of course. Of course we'll come with you to the Remembrance Stones. Aye, you read it right. Out of my mind.
Poor Jagger.
That is a sad quest.
Dying on me without so much as a goodbye.
Well, here you go, old-timer. I brought you your legendary fruit, even if it be a little late. You said you'd wait until the end of time for this fruit, but I didn't keep you waiting as long as that, did I now, old-timer? Ah, what will I do now? Wait, is that enough? People die, and when they're gone, there's nothing ye or any other can do about it. Don't worry, old-timer. I'll drink your share for you. I can promise you that. This just seems a bit... I don't know how to put it. Ye were the first friend that I made in this place, and I'll never forget ye. Drinking down every last drop of your problems till you've got a gutful. That's how you move forward through life. But some things that pain you, you cannot forget. And they become the cornerstone that bears up the whole of your life.
Triton, you're really bearing it up well here.
Indeed, my lass. That's what's made me strong, what made me what I am. Well, I've taken up a lot of your time. I hope I haven't presumed upon too much of you.
No, not at all. Really, don't mention it. I'm sure that Jagar would have been very happy if he could see this. Who knows, maybe he can.
Aye, perhaps. Or just as likely, he's blind drunk and can't even remember my name. I suppose I'd better make a nuisance of myself every now and again, just so he doesn't forget. Ha ha ha! Well, I had better take me leave. Farewell, old-timer, for now.
It's a sad quest. But you know what? It's fine. There are always sad quests.
Let's catch up on stuff.
Crossing the Vortex. You guys remember when we talked to Ethel about directions to Sword March? Whoosh, that's a blast from the past.
Well, she said back then that anything that comes close to the Vortex in the Great Sea gets ripped to shreds, yeah? So now we know why that is, and Origin's the reason.
That's right. Back then, I don't think we could have imagined that something so huge was submerged there.
Right? So anyway, it got me thinking. If we'd had Mr. Samon's Levinus back then already, we could have just flown right over the Vortex. It'd have saved so much time.
Honestly, I'm just glad we got the little guy now.
Please not to discount Riku. With enough time, could have also built. Enough time being approximately 10 years, give or take 5 months. Well, that wouldn't have been any bloody help, now would it?
Intention with the city.
Group chat first, right?
Our other quest that we missed. Oh! First crash in what's basically 170 hours. Yeah, I know, that's a pretty good track record, honestly. Let's try that again.
Right?
That's some heavy kind of atmosphere out there right now, huh?
There was talk of people being called up to the city, it seems. Sounds like what happened with Dana's getting out there. Are they going to end up being blamed for that? I can see the slot getting rowdy and fighting back if it shakes out like that. Yeah, I wonder. Hey, I can see I know something I'm not letting on plastered all over your face. I can't say anything, sorry. Just trust me that nothing bad's gonna happen, alright? Yeah, I don't think there'll be any fighting either. Seeker and Gondor are around. I think everyone understands that fighting will only lead to bitterness and tragedy. You sure about that? I happen to be pretty partial to a good dust-up myself. Give it a rest, would you? You're stressing me out. Maybe the fastest way to get a good idea of the situation would be to go and speak to Seeker directly. Yeah, let's do that. The Path I Forge. Now, I know for a fact that this quest wasn't available before the end of the game. Because I checked. This is going to be affinity with Agnes Castle, so we're going to be ever closer. Hello, Seeker. You have several people around you. Hey, Seeker. Ah, Gondor. And you didn't come alone.
You guys heading for the city, right?
Yeah, a little while after you handled those rebels, we got a message through from the city. It was an invite to the city, addressed to a few of us Agnians from the castle. An invitation? That must set your mind at ease a bit. I mean, you can trust that you won't be walking into anything dangerous. Honestly, I don't know. I dropped the ball pretty badly, not least by allowing Dana and the others to be murdered. That wasn't your fault. No, I deserve to take the fall for that, without question. It's possible that I'm being called out precisely to answer for it, as a representative of the castle. You don't actually think they'd get us over there just off us, do you? Heh, you did kind of bring this on yourselves. You might well have to argue for your lives, who knows? I don't love the sound of that. Invite you in, then attack. Such simplistic strategies are not their hallmark. If it did develop into a conflict, it would be a futile waste of battle resources. Well, I'm here, so if it does get to a scrap, you've nothing to worry about. But you're a hopeless fighter. No use at all. Well, I mean, I can catch a bullet for you at least. If I let that happen, then they'd have my guts for garters here, you can count on it. Well, if that's the way it is, then maybe we should go along with you. We can at least argue on your behalf. Ah, the idea of being able to be present in the city. It fills me up with such emotion. Huh? You're gonna come along as well? Why, of course. Going to the city is my greatest ambition. My ultimate goal. Okay, well, no guarantees we'll be able to keep you safe if shit hits the fan, alright? My ambition would be unchanged even if I was walking into a forest of swords and a shower of bullets. I have no fear. Hang on. Whatever. If you got called up, then just go, okay? Well, I guess we'll need to make sure Seeker gets decent protection then. Maybe you can recruit some skilled Agnians. In any case, there's no turning back time, and what will be, will be. We will simply have to think on our feet. I imagine it'll be fine, as long as his curiosity doesn't get the better of him. Well, guess we're doing this. Right then, let's rendezvous at Farview Cape. We'll meet there once we make our preparations. I'll be counting on you all. Understood. We won't let you down.
So everyone's getting along.
Those are the prisoners we freed. Suna's the jail person. Ulrich is the Keves Castle dude that we brought here. Armory pilot, hello. Okay, I've got the lowdown already. Word is Seeker and the others will arrive any moment now. You can board early if you like. How about it? Want to climb on? Yeah. Cool, come aboard. I'm gonna not skip this. Right, see ya, Marksman. Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, all we've got to do is finish this quest, do Melia's Ascension quest, and kill the super bosses. According to my son, Origin is a gigantic Bakugan. It's true, though. Did you see what it looked like at the end? It's literally a Bakugan. Whatever happened to those? Is that show still going? Like, is that product line still a thing? Because I remember watching the show as a kid and thinking it was cool. But I haven't heard really anything about it since. I might look it up after stream. It is? Not sure. My son is an adult now. He hasn't been into that stuff for years. Oh, okay. I haven't either, trust me. I was into it when I was like 12. So half my current age. I think we gave all of our stuff away, too. So this is the city. Hard to believe a place like this exists. This is... How can it even be put into words? Yo, you made it. One hell of a welcome party. You guys must have been bored out of your skulls. That's not the kind of thing you're supposed to say in front of guests, Gondor. Noah, Huh, what's up? You never seen an old crone like me before? Yes, I mean... No, I didn't. So you're a crone. Hahaha, what a wonderful reaction. That's enough talking on our feet, don't you think? Maybe we should continue somewhere a little more comfortable. Yes, that's a good suggestion. Let's do that. It's been so long since we've seen the city. Milady, let's go. Wait a moment. I'd appreciate it if you'd accompany me. What is it? Is there something you need to tell us about? Indeed, there is. It seems you're in need for a good talking to about your sloppy work. What? Milady, don't you have something to say about this? Don't look at me. You've been making a real nuisance of yourselves out there, haven't you? That's what you get for winding everyone up by begging for food, eh? I suppose it falls to me to look after our guests. Please, come this way. Yes, thank you very much. Bakugan robot balls. That's what they are! Helios. Oh, Helios. It's been a long time since I've had anybody mention Metroid 3. Jeez. I would have liked for you to have met the boss, but she's busy with something else right now. No, really, this kind of welcome is more than enough. For sure, we were worried that the welcome was going to be more in the order of a knuckle sandwich buffet. Heh, that's funny. What happened was truly unfortunate, but Gondor has already told us that it wasn't due to any negligence on your part. Huh? What? Gondor, you've been getting us scared and spooked this whole time, while working a back channel with her. Honestly, we didn't have good inroads with the Agnes crowd, so we figured it'd be easier to sort things out face to face. Yes, she's right. We owe you thanks. Let's go together now, and I will gift you the secrets of our technology. Thank you. We'll do everything we can to make this relationship stronger. Come on, mate. Enough of all this formal talk. Why don't you relax and take a look around? Really? You don't mind? Certainly not. We've cleared it with the boss already. We'll catch you later. Yes, thank you very much. Okay then, why don't we take a little walk around?
I hope everyone's getting along.
He has arrived. Welcome to the rice fields. Why is that the raid message, Care? Is Gondor rocking back and forth on a stool like it's a rocking chair? Why not? How is everybody? How was Temtem? Welcome to the rice fields. I need to know why that's the raid message, though. Am I meant to be following Seeker? Yes. Alright, so we're just walking around now, so I guess it's fine. How are you doing, Kara? There we go, jeez. I'm shit-talking your audio in Aru's stream. Fair enough. Caw. The more you look, the more amazing this place gets. Yes, in such surroundings I can scarcely contain my wonder. If you say so. I'm surprised how calm you are, though. Aren't you at least happy about finding a little bit of resolution here? Do I look calm? I've gotten quite worked up about the whole thing. I'm still shaking with excitement now. Maybe on the inside. Anyway, after we were liberated, you had plenty of misgivings to begin with, right? I thought doing what I was told and doing the right thing were the same. That staying on the path until it was time for homecoming was the only and right way to live. I mean, we all thought that way, right? But after we were liberated, we were free. We understood then that there were other things we could do with our lives. Something made us want to know the things that we didn't, and do the things that we couldn't do. Everyone's been saying lately that I seem like a different person. But I also think this feeling is something that's been dormant in me the whole time. So I feel like I've arrived at the real me. You sure have, weirdo. That's one way to sum it up. Hey now, I'm being 100% factual. Can't deny he's weird. Now, I didn't say if it's a good weird or bad. Yes, that's all well and good, but there is more to see still. Come, let's hurry on. Oh, children attack. Ow, ow, ow. Ah, I'm sorry. Are you okay? I'm fine. It was my fault anyway. Sorry. Please, it's fine. Are you all from the outside? The outside? Yes, I suppose we are. We came from Agnes Castle. Wow, really? Stop right there. Don't touch her. Huh? What? We're just minding our business here. What's your beef? Shut it. Outsiders are filthy barbarians, every last one of them. That's what my dad told me. He might be small, but he's got a big attitude, huh? Don't say that. Don't treat me like an idiot just because I'm a kid. A kid? I'm not sure I even know what that means. We're from Agnes, yeah? Come on, stop messing with them. These little ones make me think of Nopon somehow. They're small, but some of them have big mouths, too. Yeah, well, whatever. I've had my fill of it for now, I think. You look like you're in a hurry. Were you in the middle of something there? What? I wouldn't tell you if I was. We were looking for something that got lost. Coralie, don't tell them. Something lost, you say? What kind of thing? We're looking for my ring, about so big. Where did you drop it? We don't know. That's why we're looking for it. Duh. That's right. Well, why don't I help you then? I mean, I don't know the surroundings all that well, but I could still. Huh? Well, if it's just a little treasure hunt, then I suppose I can join too. I will offer support too, paltry though it may be. Let's all look together then. Thank you guys so much. Sheesh, what a bunch of do-gooding easy marks. Will they ever learn?
I hope everyone's getting along.
Oh, it's just down here. I don't think we've ever gone down on this platform for anything.
Hey, I found the what's it.
Oh, hey, I found the what's it. Thanks, Lance. Did you find my ring?
What was it they needed again?
I did. This is actually the end. Ah, that's it. Looks like we found what we were looking for. Thank you so much for helping me find it. Ah, we didn't do anything, really. It was Noah and the others that found it. Oh, yeah. Hey, that's right. You weren't any help at all, were you? Where is he? Wait a minute. You don't miss an opportunity to butt heads with the big boys, do you? So you're all from the outside? Huh? Well, yes. I probably already mentioned it, but I'm from Agnes Castle. In about 10 years or so, I want to go outside into a bunch of outside places, too. 10 years? 10 years is a long time. Will I be able to see you when I come to this castle place? I guess it's still a long way off, but I'm going to go to the castle, so I can see you then, can't I? Please? Why, yes, of course. I'll be waiting for you there. Yay, so I'll see you again. Bye-bye! Hey, Seeker. You're not on a Russian or anything, you right? Huh? Yes, sure. There's still a few places to check out in the city. We should have a walk around instead of just standing about. What do you... Wow, Gondor. Didn't realize you actually cared. I actually really don't. I just don't want us blocking the road and stopping traffic with those glum look on your faces. Why don't we just keep strolling wherever you fancy takes you? Yes, that makes sense. Let's walk around a bit more then. I think the reason it takes so long to load is because it's removing all of the other NPCs and then putting them back in the city. Why does she walk so slow? This is the worst part of any video game. Is not escort quests, but you have to stay close to the character or they won't proceed. I don't have everyone at rank 20 either, Michael. There's quite a bit to upgrade, and it takes a long time. But I have all the classes that are... I don't actually have very many classes at all at rank 20, now that I think about it. But considering we're only just unlocking the last two... What is this place? Duh, it's a bookshop, obviously. A bookshop? A place to sell books, mate. Keep up. Wanna try reading one? They won't mind, so long as you don't take it without paying. Look, I'm not gonna hold your hand here. That one's got some writing. Go look. Really? Okay. What do we have here? Anything interesting? Oh, this is quite intellectually stimulating. Huh? The more I read, the more I understand about things that were strange and frankly unbelievable to me before. Yes, they've got amazing things here in the city. Ones I could never have imagined. You okay there, buddy? You've gone all weird. I'm not so sure. Maybe this is actually Baseline Seeker. Hard to tell. I'm sorry. I don't know what's coming over me. But we must take each by the hand and go into the future together. Ah, the stimulus of a new, hitherto unknown culture. It set something off in him. Agnes, Kevis, distinctions that seemed immutable. but we overcame them. That's the idea. We can combine our powers to find a new path to walk. Gondor, you too. Well, if you Dags are serious about this stuff, sure, you got my blessing. But now you know about the city, we can't afford to let you bail, alright? Hope we've gotten understanding. Yes, of course. We'll plot a straight path into the future, without fleeing or hiding from anything at all. Digital version was 22 gigs. Jeez. Wow, that is a lot, actually. Well, I do really like using a full Smash party. We're not using it right now because... oh, I'm running away from the grave. Because I have to get Melia and Nia's class is maxed out. Yeah, let's fight Demonic Kreneler. There he is. I'll do a chain attack with him, and then we can see what Melia's chain attack effects do. It overwrites the unique monster music? Okay, interesting. I didn't know that. This guy's super resistant to break, so it's not the best enemy to test out on, but that's fine. Just waiting for myself to die so that I can... Oh! Or that. That works too. I will say, any team with a Signifer in it is busted. I was having Mio play as Signifer until we unlocked Nia. Ow. And then that class just makes some other classes unkillable. It's hilarious. I'm gonna go and get into the regeneration field. Because we're very close to dead. I need to have 2 tanks, but... oh well. Alright, on that full health, let's go and quick break. Wow, that does a lot of damage. Somebody get Melia up, because I need her to be up. Please? Thank you. Alright, Ether Absolute. Reduces enemy ether defense by 45 percentage points. That's just a better version of Unis. No, it's exactly the same as Unis. Hold on. I'm not going to try to change your mind. You're right. Alright, Ether Absolute. What have we got? Prevents order from completing if it reaches 100% through hero's action, letting you select another character. So she's got the healer effect on an attacker. I see. That's pretty good, actually. Alright, well, Melia kills here. I'm just gonna summon again. Summon just does the most for some reason. That was 1.3 million on a summon. At least that's what it looked like. Alright, let's Smash Art him. Mega Crescent. Was that 11 million damage? Did I just see Tyon? What the hell? Oh yeah, no, Signifer is insanely busted for some reason. Okay, it wasn't the highest damage I've dealt in the chain attack, though. But that was still really good. This is the final side quest. Not even the alt colors? I mean, the alt colors are just kind of here. I have them equipped just so we can see them.
You think this is going to make it all better, do you? Well, I will bear full responsibility. Otherwise, well, there is no otherwise.
What are you two bickering about?
Your Majesty, what a welcome sight to see you return.
Has a problem arisen in my absence?
No, just a trifling matter, really. Actually, we do have a bit of a problem on our hands, Your Majesty.
Hey, mind your...
We have to report the facts as they are. How much longer are you going to leave this hanging, eh?
What's the problem?
A couple of days ago, we had a small run-in with our Agnian opposites.
Why?
Isel took care of them, but things got out of hand a little bit.
Out of hand, nothing. They insulted Her Majesty's honor. I'm spitting feathers.
But we'd no reason to fight. You were the one who earned their ire.
Did they come to any harm? You hurt them?
I only intended to scare them, but then they resisted.
So you sought to defeat them?
No, nothing of the sort. They had no flame clocks, so I would never...
Oh, thanks for the follow, Zero Envoy.
The presence of a flame clock is not what instigates a battle. The glimmerings of war are always there, within us. I imagine discovering that fact must have come as quite a shock to you.
Circumstances aside, if you've incited their wrath, then I assume we haven't heard the end of this.
As you say, they have since begun to rally together in opposition.
Oh, good.
I am ashamed. Truly ashamed.
Well done, Isel. You've caused the war to start again.
Now that this has come to a head, I cannot but take full responsibility. I will thwart their objective, even if it should cost me my life.
You shall not. Do not speak of throwing your life away so lightly. I've already lost so many of my friends. I could not bear to lose another.
Your Majesty.
I told you, did I not? You are my hope. I will speak to the Agnian Chief Retainer personally about the matter. In the meantime, cool your head. Any more unfinished business that I should know about?
Couple of house calls to make, Your Majesty. They want you at Colony 9 and the city.
Colony 9? So Xeon, then?
Indeed. They've asked for some urgent backup following the recent Origin attack.
Oh yeah, they did kind of get shot, didn't they?
And the other request is from Monica. Wants you to give her people a pep talk.
The descendants of Ouroboros. I've caused such grief for them. And for an unfathomably long time.
But now they get to speak to their real queen. I'm sure they'll be overjoyed.
Yes, perhaps.
Can I just say,
Speaking
Guardian
face to
Commander's
face
like...
with another. There's nothing quite like it.
Guardian Commander's just like one of the worst classes in the game. Aside from its skills. Like, it just doesn't do anything.
Melia?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm going to be taking up some more of your time.
Now you can cut that out. Agnes or Kevus, soldier or queen. What difference does it make?
The future is to be created by each and every person in the world. I think you were the one who taught us that.
True enough. Your unyielding spirit gives me the strength to go on.
Sometimes when Melia smiles, I see sadness in her eyes.
I agree with you, Zero Envoy.
As if she's all alone in the world.
Well, better start making the rounds. We've got to stop by Colony 9, the city, and...
Agnes Castle, right?
Safe journey to you all.
I think we'll do Agnes Castle last. From atop her throne, accepted. What? Oh, it's literally 3 separate quests. Let's do Colony 9 first. Friction with Agnes. The city pep talk. And also, yeah, having to play as Heavy Guard as Senna was not a pleasant experience.
That'll leave a bruise. Be more gentle, Commander.
Don't expect miracles. I'm trying my best to heal you here.
Here, let me.
Thank you, miss. That would be great.
You're...
That should suffice.
Yeah, I had him set to use it, but it wasn't very good. It's one of his attacks. It's just really bad.
Can you walk?
Yeah. I think so.
Queen Melia, to what do we owe the honor?
What good is a ruler if they cannot send aid to their people in times of need? I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, Xeon. Please, let me have your report.
Hey! Hey, look! Isn't that the Queen?
What? Like the real deal?
Right, back to my post. Excuse me. Origin's attack unfortunately caused a landslide near Alfeto Valley entrance. We've been treating the wounded, and also dispatched a survey team to scan the area. The thing is, we've lost contact with the survey team. The line just went dead.
There was a really loud sound earlier on. Could be more rocks.
I see. Then we'll take it from here. Uni, how are you doing over there?
I've healed up the worst of them. Now they just need a little R&R.
Oh, really? I've got to lie down?
Shut up.
Come on. If you've got the energy to flap your trap already, you'll be back on your feet in no time.
I see I had no cause to worry.
How many were on the survey team?
3. One was piloting the Levnis. Okay. I've sent the landslide's location to your iris. You can confirm it for yourself.
Got it.
If you happen to see an Anita from the survey team, could you, tell her to give back what she owes? Because I'll be waiting here until she does.
I'll be sure to deliver the message.
What?
I'm so sorry to have let this come to pass, everyone. This ordeal will be over ere long.
You watch yourself too, Your Majesty. Don't want to see you get hurt neither.
I hope you find our friends.
Oh, she got absolutely bodied during
Always
that fight
nice
with
to
the
have
beetle.
more friends.
You really love Colony 9, don't you, Uni? I can tell from the way your wings perk up.
Really? That's slightly uncomfortable.
Xeon's got to think bigger. There's a whole world out there.
It may be their similarities that make them prone to these altercations.
I never played the expansion for the first game.
Hey, look at that!
Oh, the Crustip vanished.
A survey branch Levnis.
Quickly! We must rescue them at once.
What the? Alright, you're asking for it. Inferno Blaze.
Dying by the end.
Die. Yep, they're all under things. I see. Doubt it.
His foot's trapped. We'll need to move the rubble very carefully.
Using arts would be far too dangerous. In which case...
Someone call for heavy lifters?
Yeah. We'll clear this out in no time.
I don't plan on streaming it, in case anybody's asking.
You're in safe hands now.
I just don't have the will to play it at the moment.
Yes. Thank you.
Hang in there just a little longer. We don't want to overlook anything.
I'll get Anita last, because she's the only one who's named. This guy's just on the ground.
Hold on. It's going to be okay. There was a second landslide. Don't mind me. Look for the others.
We're well aware. But firstly...
Melia, you're not a healer.
Feels warm.
Do not move from this spot. We're going to check the immediate area.
Yes. Of course.
That's a rock.
Hello? Who's... there?
It's all right. We're here to help. Stay still. I'll get that heavy thing off you right this instant.
Right, that's her injuries about treated.
You're a survivor by nature. Good fortune that we made it in time.
Oh, I can't thank you enough. I thought I was a goner.
That's just Gondor's voice actress. Hold on.
Say, you wouldn't happen to be Anita by any chance?
Yeah, I'm Anita.
Oh, that's great news. There was a guy in the rescue tent who was really worried about you. He said he wanted you to pay him back or something?
I suspect that was merely an excuse. He seemed really rather worried. Very insistent that you make it back.
Oh, it's got to be Kurt. We've been in the same unit since first term. He can be a little faint-hearted at times. I'd better go and try to calm him down.
Ah, so you've been joined at the hip since childhood?
Joined at the... sorry?
I mean that you were inseparable. You've had a special connection throughout your lives. You understand each other's feelings and you lift each other up in times of need, is what I'm trying to say. Your friends are irreplaceable. Be sure to treasure them.
Yes, Mom. Thank you. Thank you.
Does she have someone in mind herself? There's someone out there special to her. But then, she was imprisoned in Origin for so long. So maybe they're already...
Poor Shulk.
Right. I think that's the lot of them accounted for.
I wouldn't relax just yet. The landslides have formed a sharp incline, in turn increasing the risk of loose rocks. I hardly need to state this, but the possibility of further landslides remains high.
Getting caught in another landslide would be undesirable. We must make some distance, and quickly. Back to Colony 9.
The Queen has returned! Welcome back! We're glad to see you safe, Your Majesty!
Both of those guys are named Colony 9 Soldier A.
We were at the site of the landslide, but the situation remains precarious. It is vital that we remove the remaining rocks upon the slope in the coming days. You shall have the castle's aid, of course. But your own assistance in this matter would also be most appreciated.
Oh, we'd be glad to help! Never want to have to go through this again!
But if we hadn't, we'd never have got to meet Queen Melia. I don't regret it, because I learned today that we weren't forsaken.
Forsaken?
The only time we normally ever get to meet Your Majesty is at the homecoming. We've been through so many bitter times, but we've never known you to help us. Not so directly.
I've never played Xenosaga or Xenogear either.
You make a valid point. From this moment on, I will endeavor to the best of my ability to allay your fears.
You're too kind, Your Majesty.
Then, in the interest of allaying fears, there may be another matter I would like to discuss with you.
Oh, yes? Speak up, then.
I would like, from this moment on, to let the colony elect their commander, of their own volition. And I don't mean just for appointing a successor after death, or for the purposes of reform. If they make their voices known, then I think I would gladly relinquish my position as commander this second.
Why?
What? What brought this on?
Then, you wish to formally step down?
Well, I was always the consul's favorite plaything. I was a mere pawn, dancing to his whims, enacting his orders. But in coming to terms with our new life, I began to realize the qualities needed in a commander are very different nowadays.
Please don't belittle yourself, Xeon. You've worked so hard to get where you are.
Believe me, I've thought about this long and hard. About who really fits the role of a commander. It must be someone we all look up to. Someone with whom we can share our path.
Xeon.
While I do not object to your logic, Xeon, I hope you realize that our role is in essence naught but a figurehead. What that figurehead represents, however, is something only you can decide.
It's down to me.
A person is not shaped solely by their birthright or innate qualities. As long as you remain critical of who you are, whether you deserve the position or not has little relevance.
This crisis of conscience. You once experienced it as well, Your Majesty.
Yes, she did.
Of course. Everyone has their battles with self-doubt. How else does one grow as a person? If you remain true to yourself, then you have nothing to fear. In this rich tapestry of life, you must find the path that you are willing to weave.
I'll give it more thought then.
Very good. I look forward to hearing your answer.
401k.
Melia must have had her share of hardship to talk about these things in such depth. If she's ever stuck in a rut, I wonder if we'll be able to console her in the same way. Would she even want that?
Penny for your thoughts, Noah.
No, it's nothing. We should get going. We've got some traveling ahead of us.
Noah is correct. Oh, for God's sake. The city load times.
Your Majesty.
Sorry to bother you. I'm sure you're rushed enough as it is. I'm here to discuss the speech you mentioned. Did I come at a bad time?
No, not at all. We've been stretching our necks every day, waiting to see if you'd turn up.
I too have been anxious to meet you. I'm sorry to have been a source of anguish for you this long.
It's all been for today. I don't consider any of it a waste. Now, on to the matter at hand. Rallying the troops. With the final battle with Mobius looming before us, we're doing our best to prepare. But we need more than just supplies. A battle to determine the fate of the world is hardly a light topic. Everyone's beside themselves with worry. Some poor souls have completely snapped. We're never gonna last in actual combat at this rate.
I don't blame them. No matter how noble our cause, the fighting will cost us lives. We're caught between the future we desire and the present, which is ours to lose. It's a place beset on all sides by fear.
You got that right. Especially when there's no guarantee you're going to be coming home.
Even a brief address would do, just as long as you speak to them somehow.
I understand. I don't know if I'll be able to get through to them, but I will try.
We'll be your guides while in the city. Make sure you don't lose your bearings.
That would be most appreciated. While we're here, would it bother you if I took a look around the city itself?
Please, be my guest. I think we'd all like that.
Maybe we could take her to Centrillo Parade. There's plenty of people around there.
No objections from me, but there are some rather, shall we say, ardent followers of the Queen up that way.
Oh, is she talking about Triton?
If they get too insistent, you might need to give them a friendly nudge.
Oh yeah? All right, we'll keep a lookout.
Travis has a talk. I haven't talked to Travis in a while. Looks like the Ouroboros candidates have gotten a real nice boost from you guys. The boss too, truth be told. Maybe even me a little tiny bit. What the heck, Trav?
This goes here, that goes there.
It's an elevator button, Senna. Nothing goes anywhere, you just push it.
Now this is a far cry from the colonies and the castles. Here is a place where people can truly live, make a home.
I couldn't believe my eyes when I first saw this place. All these different people I'd never seen before. Things of all shapes and sizes.
I wish I had been there to see your reaction. A shame.
See my mouth hanging open like a lummox. Not worth it.
You seem to take it all in your stride. None of this surprises you.
It's more that I'm assailed by old memories. Technologies of old are put into practice here. I feel the industry of those times. Huh?
Is that really you? Queen Melia?
Yes. I do go by that name.
I knew it! I knew it from the moment I laid eyes on you! You were something special.
Finally caught up.
Hey, old man, you're going to give yourself a heart attack.
Well, thanks for your concern, but I'll decide when and how I'm going to pop my clogs. I've lived my whole life for this day. Heck, you all have, haven't you?
Of course we have.
You've returned to us at last, my queen. You really are as radiant as they say.
Hey, fancy a bite? You should come by my restaurant. Sample a few of the local dishes.
Nobody wants to see your seedy little bistro. She wants something memorable.
What?
Oh, say that again, I dare you. If you hate my establishment so much, I'll be more than happy to bar you from it permanently.
All right, people. Don't shove. And stop arguing. We don't want to scare the Queen now.
Oh, my days!
What? Kratos groupies? What?
Come on now, this is getting excessive.
Oh, leave him. Everyone's been living for this moment.
It's always been my dream to see the true queen come back to us. A lot of us die before we get the chance.
Yeah, but now it's actually happening. Before our very eyes. How can we possibly keep calm when a miracle is unfolding?
I am so grateful to you all, my people. I would like to express a few words of gratitude, if I may. It is a joy to see real human activity once again, after all these years. I see that you continue to remain strong.
Of course we do. Got to protect what we love, right?
That's right. I'm not resting these old bones so long as there's life in them.
We'll hold out for decades more if we have to.
We have our queen. And even Ouroboros stand by her side.
With their strength behind us, Mobius won't stand a chance.
Looks like that takes care
True.
of that.
Indeed.
Wow, decades plural. And here we are, happy enough if we can reach one.
The way I see it, you lot are far more incredible. You've achieved so much in so little time.
Huh? That's only natural, ain't it? Gotta get stuff done in the time you have. No way I could imagine having to fight for 40 or 50 years. Feels so snuffing far away.
Uni.
By the by, I'm not seeing the story spinner anywhere.
Oh, well.
Story spinner.
He's this old guy who knows more about the city's history than anyone. He's like a walking encyclopedia.
Real curious bloke. Normally he'd jump at an opportunity like this.
I mean, technically, yeah.
Well, he's no spring turkin, though. If he hears he's missed his chance to meet Her Majesty, he might drop dead from the shock.
Heavens. Where might we find this person? I think we should pay him a visit.
What, really?
I'll bet it'd make his day. But are you sure?
I would like to try to meet him, if at all possible.
As you wish. It's your call.
You'll probably find him at Melia Lookout. I hear it's one of his favorite spots.
Oh, all the way up there, huh?
A walking encyclopedia, is he? Then we can expect an enlightening conversation.
What conversation are you expecting?
Oh, what's all the fuss? Whose funeral is it this time?
Nobody's, I should hope. We were just wondering if...
Oh, old Melia. Well, this can't be real, so somebody pinch me. What if it's actually my funeral? Then that would mean... Where the places have I ended up?
Yeah, this is Melia Lookout in the city.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm told you have quite the wisdom. I was hoping to ask you a few things, if it doesn't bother you.
Oh, I get ya. The Queen herself is asking me personally to tell her a story. Now I know I'm dreaming. Hey, Ouroboros kids, give me a good wallop here, right on the kisser.
Sure thing.
No, Lance, don't.
Have you gone quite mad?
Lance? I didn't throw my weight into it.
Let's all calm down for a second and just talk sensibly, please.
Lance just killed him.
Oh, I see. A rousing speech for the city, eh? What a stroke of luck. Even after that battering, I know I'll be content in the afterlife.
Oh, don't start. You were the one who asked us to.
Well, it seems life's worth living a little while longer. Don't want to disappoint old Queenie now, do I? Go on then, ask away.
Yeah, I mean, has it been taught? This is a loaded question. This is why New Game Plus exists. I'm just gonna pick the first one.
I hear you have accumulated a wealth of knowledge over the years. If you don't mind my asking, is it not painful to know so much more than people around you, and be so much older?
Why, Melia? Do you mean to say you're worried about my ailments?
Pardon?
I've got arthritis, dermatitis, constipation, bones are as brittle as all hell, and I can never get a wink of sleep.
Bro, I didn't need to know about your constipation.
When I do sleep in, the doc's got to come and check my breathing. Can't do what I used to. If it's not one thing, it's another.
Yeah, that's not what she was talking about.
True.
Oh, aye. What was it then?
When you get to the age you are, after living for so many decades, you must have had to say goodbye to so many of your friends and stuff. Must be a lot of crap to deal with. So, how do you cope?
The pits is what it is. There are times when I wonder why I don't just curl up and die. But see, life ain't all sunshine and roses. I think that's part and parcel of it.
So what? You just have to go on living in misery? You've got to be joking.
Uni, are you all right?
I just want to know what it's all about. Growing old. There's folk out there who get to live so much longer than us, and they still choose to fight. It just feels like I'm always taking a back seat. Like I'm getting left behind. But I want to be there with you guys. Even if it's just in spirit.
Alright.
Uni, I had no idea that was how you felt.
Yeah, sorry. Hard to put it into words, really.
Even if those you once loved are no longer a part of this world, lonely as it is, and painful though the memories be, it is not wholly a tragic tale. For you can keep close to your heart your memories of those dear to you, and that is something to take pride in. That is what will give you strength. Admittedly, my life took a very different path to the likes of my companions here. But such are my thoughts.
Ah, never a truer word was spoken. That's one for the ages. Where's my notepad?
The fact that you're worrying about us here and now, Uni, I don't think we'll ever forget that. Your feelings will transcend time.
I'd have to agree. So don't feel like you need to be doing anything special for us, Uni. It's reassuring enough just being the way you are.
Don't suppose you've got any tissues on you? Spark, why'd you have to go and make it all soppy?
Nobody is leaving you behind, Uni. If you ever feel distance between you, you need only speak out.
Wait, was this all just to tell me that?
That's about the size of it. Good luck out there, young'uns.
Don't just pass it off as your own speech.
Say, Melia, would you mind if we shook hands?
He's straight up ignoring me.
Good, Lance. Jeez.
I don't see why not.
Oh, you angel. Now I can shuffle off this mortal coil without regrets.
Knowledge incorrigible, my arse.
Life's a cruel journey from one end to the other. You only get one chance to walk it. But if there's one thing that gives it all meaning, it's love.
That's very sweet.
That ain't something I have to teach you young folks, though. Your friends are lucky fellows.
Monica said something like that too. Still doesn't make much sense to me, though.
Well, love takes many forms. There are as many ways to show it as there are people.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we should probably be getting on. Till we meet again, Story Spinner.
Indeed, indeed. Safe travels to you, Your Majesty.
Seems like Melia's quest is significantly longer than Nia's, and I'm a little disappointed
Always
in
nice
that.
to have more friends.
Oh well. We'll do this, and then we'll finally get to super bosses.
Surely we can find a peaceful
Oh, it's Mia.
resolution. Nia, this is a surprise.
So that's why you need to do Nia's first.
Don't worry, I know the whole story. Oh, bloody hell! I see you are in good company.
What?
They're kindly serving as my bodyguard. They're assisting me with a number of other matters too.
The assistance goes both ways, actually.
We all one big, happy family!
Yes, that's right. Family.
Indubitably. I have a rough grasp of our present predicament. You've come to hear their side of the story, have you not?
You make it sound as if these are no ordinary Agnians.
With Queen Melia's assistance, we have been closely monitoring them on both sides. I'll get to the point. These people belong neither to Keves nor Agnes.
Oh.
To be precise, they were formerly Agnian soldiers, but now they claim to have lost their faith even in Agnes. This intense distrust of the future has driven them to wanton destruction.
So they stopped believing in anything, and now they just want to ruin things for everyone.
Pretty much.
That's awful.
The Keves and Agnes of today are founded upon mutual trust and respect. At least that is the mood we try to foster. But the reality is that not all of us can readily accept these changes.
The recent outburst was just an act of passion. But if like-minded people were to congregate...
They may gain enough momentum to pose a legitimate threat, is that it? So they're the ones who have incited the latest uproar, I take it.
We might have to prepare for the worst-case scenario.
Minanabite, what make worst case so bad?
He means there could be an attack on the Queen's life.
That worse than worst case?
Why Nia versus Uni?
That's one of the reasons. But we simply can't afford to leave this be. I don't believe they truly want to oppose us. Rather, they feel they are at an impasse. One cannot so easily change their way of life or how they view the world.
Perhaps I ought to assert my authority as queen after all, and...
No. If you lock horns with them now, it's very possible they will shut you out completely. I would rather have you prepare to welcome them in with open arms.
That's incredibly kind of you.
So, where do we find these troublemakers?
It seems they're lying low at Hovering Reef 6.
Why there?
Seriously? That's right next to the castle.
Presumably they approached under the guise of their fellow Agnian soldiers. The castle isn't on particularly high alert, so it makes sense that they wouldn't arouse too much suspicion.
Yes, as sad as it is. I hear they're pooling their forces. You'd best be on your guard.
Fear not. I am no stranger to battle. And besides, look at my entourage.
You shouldn't have to get used to this. Experience can make a person stronger, it's true, but it can't take away one's pain.
You would have a drinking contest. Neither of them are adults. Well, I guess Nia technically is, but...
That goes for queens too, you know.
The mood's turned dark all of a sudden.
I'm aware of that. Thank you, Nia.
Take care, you guys.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Okay, so Hovering Reef 6. That is a very specific location. Kind of makes sense they're here. We never had to do anything on this island. There's not even a unique monster.
Agni and Autolevs.
Oh, they're automatic? Dang.
They've hauled those things out here. Can't catch a break, can we?
As Lady Nia informed us, we should expect them to be hiding in an ambush somewhere on this island. I must remind you that we are only here to negotiate. If possible, I would like to avoid combat.
Sure, but what if they're the ones to come at us first?
Then suppress them at once. We could even disable their levnesses, so that they have nothing with which to fight back.
Hey, I've been meaning to ask for a while now. You really know how to handle yourself in a scrap, don't you?
Yes. I'm no stranger to the field of battle. Nor is this the first attempt on my life.
Yeah, she was like, people tried to murder her like 3 times in the first game.
What? Even though you're the queen?
Precisely because I am the queen. Is it really so strange for nobles to be acquainted with violence? There was even an assassin within my family once.
I'm sorry. I hope we didn't bring back painful memories for you.
Please, it's perfectly fine. Many are the things that have shaped me into who I am today. Learning to accept my weaknesses, understanding each other's differences, opening one's heart to others.
You must have been in some real good company to learn all that.
Perhaps, yes. Back when I was young and naive, my companions taught me some invaluable lessons.
And you took those lessons to heart. That's how you came to be such a magnificent queen.
Though times may change, their teachings will never fade. Which is why I still believe. I believe that our last breaths should not be those of despair.
Okay, so it doesn't want me to fight these.
Something so valuable here.
Take it. So I'm just gonna walk past them.
Anybody else feeling curious?
But I had a feeling it would be down here, yeah. I don't know if it's that normal. But here we are.
Hello? Nobody at home?
No, they're waiting to ambush us, Senna. Of course they're hiding.
Don't move!
Annihilationist soldier.
Melia.
I'll handle this. My name is Melia Antiqua. I wish only to speak with you.
Speak with us? Rip us to shreds, more like, Queen of Keves.
You are the ringleader, are you? State your name.
And why should I tell you? The world I once knew is gone. They told us defeating Keves was the only way for us to be saved. It was the right thing to do. The just thing to do, and I believed it. Do you realize how many of my friends died in pursuit of that dream? You think I can just tell them, yeah, sorry guys, you died for nothing?
He's lost his cool. Maybe we should step in and deal with him. But Melia told us she'd handle this.
You ruined it! You joined forces with the Agnian Queen, and you drilled these notions into our heads! You take away our friends, then sully our reasons to live. My friends died that day, but you've killed them all over again!
And that's why you've decided to destroy everything!
That's right. We don't need a shitty world like this anyway.
Is that all?
I told you to stay where you are!
Melia!
Hey! What are you trying to pull?
I could ask you the same thing. Why do you hesitate? You could attack me right now.
Shut up!
You have no desire to destroy anything. You are simply trying to get by in a world where nothing makes sense anymore. And that's why I'm here.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Oh, it's an elite. How many? Yep, there's 7 of them. This might actually be tough because we only have 1 tank. Yep, there's already a death and it's Uni. This is actually terrible. Thank you for the topple. Please continue to heal us. Thank you. That's not what I asked, but it works. How did I get a smash combo off? Okay. Alright, now that the main one's dead, we shouldn't have any trouble. The only strong ones in these groups are always the elites. In fact, this is the only one left.
This was a nice find.
Fire and ash!
Boy, watch your mouth.
That's how it is. That's how you look down at us.
Sorry?
I know all about you. You queens live longer than any of us could ever dream. You aren't like us, are you? That's how you can just sit on your thrones, toying with our lives like...
She is like us. If you hurt her, she feels pain. She bleeds all the same.
Mio.
That's why she came all this way to hear your story. She wants to know more about you. She wants to share her time with you.
What? Yeah, right. Our lives are like the blink of an eye to her ilk.
Just because she lives longer, it doesn't mean she's any different from you. We're all here, aren't we? We're all alive.
Well, Melia's not a healer. She's just an attacker.
That's enough, Mio. I see now how you feel about all this.
Mate, have you been making that speech to the Kavesi officers too? Telling everyone that Melia is different to everyone else?
You bet I did. She's so far up herself it makes me sick.
If anyone's warped, distorted here, it's you.
Then what am I supposed to do? Who else am I supposed to take my rage out on? Tell me the truth, right now. The pure, unadulterated truth!
That I cannot tell you. The answer lies in you, and you alone. You must have realized by now. There is no weight to the truth of another, if you cannot judge it for yourself. If you must have an object of hatred in order to live your life, then let it be me. But promise me that someday you'll live for the things that truly have worth. Just as you and your comrades in arms once did.
It's already too late. I can't go back. Not after what I've done.
I highly doubt that. You are still breathing, are you not?
Are you all right?
I told you. I am no stranger to battle. Besides, I could not tolerate simply watching from the sidelines.
Melia.
Their sadness, frustration, anger. I shall never forget these feelings. Come. Let us proceed to the next location.
There is no next location. That was it. That was the end of the quest, Melia, you fool.
I think we've done the rounds here. Let's head back to the castle.
I'm assuming either it's beat all super bosses or this quest. Because there's no other real thing it could be. And I know there's a fast travel point in it, because we don't have all of Syra explored.
Your Majesty. You've returned.
I trust it's been quiet in my absence.
Yes.
I see that you have calmed down.
Yes, I have realized. However fervent my loyalty, If I am ever the source of Her Highness's anguish, it does no good.
You think too deeply, Isel. 'Tis your mind's fiction.
Ah, I will rectify that.
I am sure you will.
How was your trip? And what of the world?
Mankind's follies. People never learn. Whatever the passage of fate may bring, we must never lose the spirit of defiance, lest we submit to injustice, as we once did.
Again, why does she look so sad?
My friends and I, we fought hard for all this. We staked our lives on this future. And if there's a chance to keep it that way, I too will be happy to sacrifice myself for this world.
Snuff that for a laugh. I hate that. You're the important one here.
Pardon?
It's true. It's something I noticed before. As befits a queen, you're always thinking about your subjects. But who thinks about what's best for you?
Seeing you suffer alone like this, none of us like it. It's too sad to think about. Losing you, that is. You're one of us.
Yeah, think about how much you always think of us. It's only fair if you let us do the same for you.
I am speechless.
Melia, you are needed in this world. But you weren't born solely for the world's sake.
That may be so. However,
If you permit me, I'll gladly lend you my strength. Not because you are our queen, but because we're travelers in the here and now. So we should live together.
I'm glad you're with us, Melia.
Fighting alongside you all is the best!
yes. You are right. How funny. Though wisdom is said to come with age, still you all seem to teach me so much. If some things elude my grasp, your words show me that there is more to life. They guide me when I run astray, again and again. How fortunate I am to have you.
Now that's more like it, girl.
Melia, thank you. Thank you for always having believed in us.
That's one thing I would never doubt. Now we embark on our quests to create the future.
Yes, it's ours.
You've grown from comic relief to insightful comic relief. That is character development.
I hope everyone's getting
Alright,
along.
all classes are now unbroken. And I do mean all this time. Not like when I said it with Triton. But can I get through this door yet, is my question. I never came here on stream. There's a secret area up the elevator. I should fast travel up, actually. It's way faster. I can't! I have to take the elevator.
Time for a little rest.
Yeah, Ricky was actually a really good character in Xeno 1. I didn't watch a lot of the Heart to Hearts because I wasn't, like, focused on raising up their affinity, honestly. But that was just me. Yep, I can go in now. There's another elevator, huh? I've never been in this room before. But yeah, it took completing that quest to get through here.
what have we got? Is the question.
Now,
this just made my day.
The Queen's
you
Chamber.
To open those. They're highly confidential.
Oh, yes, I'm sure, Melia. Oh, what? Oh, there's a balcony. Yeah, I tried falling to my death on this balcony. It didn't work.